My Lord and my God, I firmly believe that you are here, that you see me, that you hear me. I adore you with profound reverence. I ask your pardon for my sins and the grace to make this time of prayer fruitful. My Immaculate Mother, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me. Jesus, this sacred, silent, and strange day, Holy Saturday, has got me thinking about sports movies, and in particular about underdog sports movies. Jesus, we've seen so many renditions of a similar story. There's some ragtag team of has-beens or could-have-beens that are gathered together by an enthusiastic captain or coach who has some goal of his own that he wants to achieve, or often because of some prize that is in the mix, and believes that this team could win the cup or get to the final, or somehow overcome the odds to achieve what seemed impossible. And they always come together, and there's growth, and there's a montage of victories, and slowly everyone is surprised at how this team is making it through round after round and winning again and again. And suddenly it seems possible to them and to their opponents and to the judges that this team could do it. They could get to the final. They could win the cup. They could get the championship. Who knows? But without fail, in these movies, there's always that moment. There's always that moment where something goes wrong. Either something is uncovered that jeopardizes the team, or a key player, the captain or the coach, or is taken out of the team, or suffers some accident that means they can't play, or the other teams or the jealous opponents or the judges change the rules to make it difficult or impossible for this team to participate or to win. There's always that moment where something happens that's not according to plan and makes victory seem impossible. There's some insurmountable obstacle. It's what we could call the now what moment. Now what are we going to do? We lost our key player. They've changed the rules. The coach is gone. Whatever it might be, there's something insurmountable now. We can't do it. And into that now what moment, there's always a unforeseen solution. Often there'll be a gesture of great generosity or of self-sacrifice. There'll be an apology or a reconciliation. There will be, without a doubt, an inspiring speech. And the team will regroup, be re-inspired, and perhaps for newer and higher, more noble reasons, and with a greater understanding of themselves and the reason that they're doing what they're doing, they come together and they're victorious. They win the final, they win the cup, they win the championship, and they're all better for it. And we've all learned a valuable lesson at the end. There are thousands of these films, one for every possible sport. And although it's so cliche and predictable, we still love them, don't we? We enjoy this narrative. There's something that speaks to us. And I think Jesus, that is coming to mind on this day, on this Holy Saturday, because that moment must have been the ultimate now what moment for your disciples. Your followers, Jesus, who had believed in you, who had come together to follow you, who had left behind everything to go after you. who were certain that you were the Messiah, that you were the one to bring freedom to Israel, to restore the glory to the people of God, to free them from the oppressors, their oppression under the Romans. And you had ridden triumphant, proclaimed the Messiah into Jerusalem just a few days ago. And now, by all appearances, it was over. They had taken you. We didn't even manage to defend you or stand by you or acknowledge that we knew you. They arrested you and they scourged you and they killed you. Our hope, our Savior, our Messiah, our King, dead in the tomb. Now what? Now what do we do? Now where do we turn? Now what's going to happen to us? I don't think there could have been, or ever has been, a day of greater disappointment and uncertainty and even hopelessness. Because to all appearances, hope was lost. Hope was gone. Hope was dead. To all appearances. But beyond what seemed, Jesus, beyond what they were experiencing, you were working. You were doing something. In fact, you were harrowing hell in that moment. You had descended to the place of the righteous who had died before your coming, who, though they died in friendship with God, still died outside of his grace and had no way of being in communion with him, were still prisoners in their sins and in the sin of Adam. And you broke into that place, the place of the dead, the hell of the dead, not of the damned, but of the dead, to proclaim the good news, to free the captives, to go there and find Adam and Eve, and to lead them forth from that place of slavery into freedom. You descended into hell, into deep darkness, and you brought light. You brought hope. You were doing, Jesus, so much more than they could have imagined. And it is, Jesus, this is a mystery of our faith, isn't it? That we know, even when we don't experience your victory firsthand, even when we seem to be facing the insurmountable, even when things have gone completely wrong and not according to plan, and we seem to have lost all hope, it is with the eyes of faith, Jesus, that we know that you are not defeated, that you are not conquered, that you are up to something, that you are working, that you can still bring about good, life, light, healing, salvation. And indeed, there was one heart that did not falter, whose faith did not fail. Our Lady. Perhaps she did not know all the details yet, but she knew that you were the Messiah, the Savior, the Christ, and that even then, despite all appearances, that you were going to use this somehow to bring about victory and freedom and redemption. She did not lose hope because she did not lose faith. And so this day, and every Saturday, in a particular way, is dedicated to her, to the Blessed Virgin Mary. And so we ask you, Our Lady, to help us, especially in those moments, those now what moments of our lives, to have faith and hope in Him, that no matter what, He is not defeated. The story is not over. And if we would, like you, trust in Him, He will show His solution, His way, His resurrection, despite circumstances, despite appearances, and despite even us. He is who He said He is, and He cannot be defeated. So I trust in Him. I trust in you, Jesus. I thank you, my God, for the good resolutions, affections, and inspirations that you have communicated to me in this time of prayer. I ask your help to put them into effect. My Immaculate Mother, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me.